Hey guys, in today's episode, Clash Royale is being completely shut down in Vietnam, and is Clash Royale secretly decreasing rewards for players? All that and more in today's episode of Clash Worlds. Hey guys, this is Legendaray here, and welcome back to another episode of Clash Worlds. In this weekly show, we take a look at the newest announcements from the Clash Royale team, the hottest topics in CRL Esports, as well as what's going on in the community. Then, we'll finish out the episode by breaking down the meta and featuring my off-meta deck of the week. If you're enjoying Clash Worlds, then please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified of every new video that comes out. Also, go check me out on Instagram and Twitter, links in the description. And with that out of the way, let's get right into the first section. New in the Arena. New in the Arena is where we find out about what the Supercell team has been up to this past week. First things first, Supercell is officially discontinuing their games in Vietnam. Here's a statement from Supercell. Because of local regulatory issues, we have unfortunately decided to discontinue offering our games in Vietnam. This means that our games will be taken down from the Vietnamese Google Play and Apple App Store. Our games will still be available globally in other countries, and gameplay outside of Vietnam will not be affected. We hope this is not a goodbye for Vietnam, as we keep looking for solutions to bring our games back in the future. And I mean, wow, this honestly sucks. It not only means that Clash Royale is being removed, but also all the other Supercell games as well. So man, my condolences go out to you Vietnamese viewers. It does really suck that your entire country of players can't play the game anymore. And that's why this video is sponsored by NordVPN. Fisherman Challenge. The Fisherman is finally pre-released in the game through this challenge, and to be honest, the rewards are really great. From the new Legendary Fisherman to 2 legendary chests, tons of gold, and a new emote, the rewards are honestly really great. That being said, if you do have the pass, then you basically auto-complete the challenge, which is what a lot of players are complaining about, but it is what it is, I guess. Not too much we can do about that at this point. Next up, this has been one of the buggiest updates ever in Clash Royale. So many people have posted bug reports on and on social media, and luckily, the dev team has been working hard to fix these bugs, and recently, an optional update has just been released that has helped with these glitches, including all of this stuff I'm not gonna read because it's honestly gonna bore you out, but the main one is that crowns can no longer be farmed in private tournaments. I guess Supercell just didn't figure out that these crown systems would be so easily abused, so they had to pull all the stops. And honestly, that's pretty much all there is news-wise this week. The dev team after this update will of course be a little quieter these next few weeks, but I do hope they have something big in the works. Clan War changes. Now that's gonna do it for New in the Arena. It's time to check out the eSports update. The eSports update is a segment where we take a look at the new and rising pro players as well as recent eSports competitions. And oh boy, CRL playoffs have just been over. And of course, the top 3 teams will be moving on to the World Finals in Xi'an, China. Now, in number 3, we have the Immortals. This team has pretty much always been my favorite team in the entire league, so really happy that they are, for the second time in a row, moving on to the World Finals. And second, we do have SK Gaming, who have performed very well this season, but in the finals just got absolutely dominated by the number 1 team, Team Liquid, sweeping SK for the CRL West champion title, so congratulations to them. Can't wait to see how the Clash Royale West teams will perform in the World Finals. Now that we're caught up on the most recent esports news, let's check out the rising rumors. Now, onto the juicy part of this episode. Recently, the community has had some discussion on whether Supercell has been slowly taking rewards from the player base, starting off with this Reddit post titled, "Supercell needs to be honest with the community and stop making changes that hurt the players." Let's dive into it. Supercell has slowly been removing several features in the game that used to help free-to-play players and low spenders while just trying to increase their profits. Supercell has made these changes without any explanation from any of the several community managers. Number 1. Tournaments. The Clash Royale team has been reducing rewards in global tournaments over time. As noted in this post, gold rewards have been reduced from 10,000 to 5,000 gold in recent tournaments. Recent global tournament cost 500 gems for less rewards. Number 2. Emotes. Supercell ended the $2.99 emote packs without any explanation a few updates ago. No emote packs have been offered in the shop for many months. Now the only way to buy one emote is 250 gems. This equals to $2.50 for one emote instead of 4 emotes for $2.99. Supercell has basically increased the price of emotes 4 times. Number 3. Gem Rush. Seriously, what happened to Gem Rush? Gem Rush used to be one of the best events for free-to-play players. Maybe Supercell thought it was giving away too many gems, but the Gem Rush event has completely disappeared. Again, there has been little to no explanation on the absence of Gem Rush by Supercell. These hidden changes to the game that have hurt us players and have not been explained to the community at all are unacceptable. Yes, this I completely agree with. As you can see, many of the changes actually have gone unnoticed by the community, but they are small changes that I would have still preferred if the dev team had communicated with the community on. I would really appreciate even more transparency on any of the changes to the game. May that be just a small Reddit post or a tiny little tweet. If you give a reasoning on every single change rather than just changing something out of the blue, you will get much better feedback from the community. That being said, Supercell did give a response to this Reddit post. Providing free rewards for players every 3 or 4 days, we have to adjust all events to give out balanced rewards between them, but obviously some challenges will have better rewards than others, and just because one week a challenge has some rewards does not mean they will have the same rewards next week. Emote packs were exclusively money, but again, because of a community request, they delivered and changed the format to gems only. They listened and accommodated, yet we are here complaining again. This I don't 100% agree with. They did increase the cost of emotes, so I still want to hear an answer as to why. As the game grows and gets older, the economy has to be adjusted to make sure that it is still fair and relevant to all players, old and new. Okay, I get that, but again, that does not explain why they haven't been doing any gem rushes. So please, Supercell, I do want to see a little more than what you have put here so far. Whew, that was a lot of talking. So now I want to hear your input. Let me know your thoughts on this topic in the comment section below on the transparency of Supercell with their community, as well as a couple changes that you would like to see. Now that we covered the trending topics in the community, let's go ahead and break down the meta. This week's meta has actually seen a somewhat turn, I guess, with the Goblin Cage actually being seen in a couple different archetypes, especially Royal Giant and Lava Hound Control. However, the big winner of this balance is the Cannon Cart. With its big range and hit speed buff, the Cannon Cart is now seen in mainly Beatdown, which has seen a big resurgence in popularity. Valkyrie has also received an interesting buff, boosting her usage as well, which is something very few people actually expected. So that's the meta for you guys. Now let's check out the off-meta deck of the week. That's right, in each Clash Royale episode, we're going to be featuring one off-meta deck that works in the current meta. This week's deck was submitted by Admins2567, and it's a Graveyard Cannon Cart deck for the new meta. If you don't have the Fisherman, then of course sub in the Ice Wizard, and it will do just fine. Anyway, play this deck like any other Graveyard deck, being very controlled at first, putting on the pressure if your opponent overcommits or just after a very successful defense. Now this deck is very weak to air, so again I would actually sub in the Ice Wizard, but hey, I want to play the new card, so without further ado, let's get right into a match. Alrighty, so hopping into this match, we're gonna be against Umutio from the clan EU. Good luck to this guy. And starting off this match, we're gonna be more passive. Again, like I said, this is a control deck, so we are going to be waiting for our opponents to make the first move. He's gonna go with the Musketeer in the back. Let's just go ahead and poison that Musketeer out. Nice and easy start to the game. I don't think he has too much else to be poisoned, but Musketeer, okay, looks like it's some kind of bridge spam maybe, so of course Ice Golem right there. That'll make sure the Bandit doesn't dash onto the Ice Golem and deal any extra damage. So anyways, let's go with the Royal Ghost right there, and looks like it will be a match against bridge spam. So here, let's go ahead and go with our Inferno Tower right there. Let's go ahead and log. That'll reset the charges of both of those units right there. And as you can see, that'll be a pretty pretty clean defense, I think. Yeah, cannon cart to the opposite lane, that'll pull everything over, and of course demand a response. That big cannon cart range can just be so frustrating. It pretty much always will demand a response. As you can see, musketeer right there, and the cannon cart will do a ton of damage onto that musketeer before the cannon cart goes down. So anyways, as you can see, the tower will be able to finish off the musketeer, and here let's just go ahead and go with a nice and easy graveyard push, because he had to waste 4 elixir on that defense. And let's see what he has. Okay, looks like he's going to use a Dark Prince. Unfortunately, it does really effectively deal with the graveyard. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and go with Inferno Tower, take care of the Inferno Dragon, and let's also go with a Royal Ghost. That'll finish off, take care of the Dark Prince's charge, and also protect as much health from our Inferno Tower as we possibly can. So here, Royal Ghost still demands a response. He misses that pull with that with the battle ram right there, and let's just go ahead and go with an ice golem right there, and let's try and use a fisherman to pull something to the king tower right there, get a nice king tower activation. Nope, that doesn't work at all. I just realized that was an absolutely terrible decision on my part. But anyways, here let's just go ahead and reset. Fortunately, we are in a big enough lead that I think we can make a couple of misplays and still come out with a win. Again, unfortunately, we don't really have too much to deal with air, so we have to use our Inferno Tower to deal with our stuff. Here, let's go with a log. I didn't think he would play down that Dark Prince right there, but everything's perfectly fine. Let's go with the Royal Ghost. That'll hopefully take care of everything right there. And let's see here. Let's go with the Poison right there on defense. That'll take care of some of those minions right there. And okay, an absolutely terrible Ice Golem. That will work just fine. But anyways, here, let's actually go in with a never mind. Okay, that Inferno Dragon just gonna absolutely obliterate that fisherman, so that didn't work out too well. But anyways, here, that graveyard's doing a lot of damage to the tower, taking out a 240 181. That's poison range, and also GG. Poison log right there will finish off the tower, and as you can see, really successful defense right there. Again, I would recommend adding in that Ice Wizard for the extra air defense. I just wanted to play with the fisherman. So there we go, guys. That was the off-meta deck of the week. If you want to submit your own deck to be featured, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. But unfortunately, guys, that's all I've got time for in today's episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below, as well as a subscription to my channel. And as always, this is Legendaray, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.